I grew up on a family farm in central Missouri, in Marshall, Missouri. We had corn and soybean. We fed cattle, baled hay. My dad, he would maybe give me a 20-acre field and say, you go out and you plant it and you cultivate it and take care of it. And then when got to the end of the deal, I would harvest it, and the proceeds out of that would be mine and put it in a college fund. My dad enlisted in the World War II, was in the Navy. My mom was involved with the Red Cross, and that's how my parents met in the late 40s, early 50s. My dad and my uncle started farming together. I was always out with them as a child, and from the time I was 3, 4, 5, I was always out just observing and seeing how things were done and watching, and always trying to help and trying to do stuff myself. I went to college at the University of Missouri in Columbia and was in agricultural economics. So I went to work in the finance world and started at a finance company. Learned that and used that as a stepping stone to go to work for a bank.
For the past 5 years, Dan Marshall has combined his expertise in finance with his agricultural expertise in his role as a community banking relationship manager at Regions.
In my instance, I serve 5 branches in southeast Missouri. I work closely with the branch sales managers and the people in the branches, the tellers.
He is one of our most knowledgeable and experienced bankers. He's got 25 years plus of banking experience in his last 5 with Regions. One of his great traits is very selfless banker. He's always willing to put his partners first or his customers first. He won't take credit for things himself. There's no I in Dan Marshall. It's a team approach.
I've been farming 35 years probably, and it's ups and downs, and it's a roller coaster. And with someone like Dan that knows those, he knows those ups and downs, and if you have a problem, he's always there to, if he can, he's going to try to fix it. And that means a lot to us.
Dan's made everything easier for me. When I first took this position, I wasn't really sure what was going on or what we were doing, but he'll help you through any kind of problem that you have, and he's just straightforward, and he's done everything that he's promised, and we continue to use him, and we always will.
Dan is also committed to the preservation and beautification of his community. As chairman of the Land Clearance Redevelopment Authority, he has led several efforts to improve vacant and blighted properties throughout the city of Sikeston.
I felt early on in my relationship with Dan that he was a passionate man, he was a caring man, a family man, and really felt that he had something to offer the city and give back. And I believe he is fulfilling that role very well as the current chairman of the Land Clearance Redevelopment Authority.
Sikeston has had a lot of problems. The area that we're pulling into now was completely blighted. Lots of houses that were dilapidated, fallen down, needed a lot of repair, and become vacant. A lot of crime in this area, and we needed to turn the town around. We had to do something to get our community back. So we decided to form a Land Clearance for Redevelopment Authority, the LCRA, to clean this area. The neighbors started asking us what we were doing. We would explain the program, and the neighbors started helping out whenever they could. So the vacant lots have to be mowed in the summer, and some of the lots the neighbors just come right on in and mow them themselves instead of relying on the city. And you'll see them fixing their house up where they'd allowed it to be dilapidated. They come out and they spruce things up, they've painted. The neighbors have really jumped in. A lot of support and a lot of participation from the people that live here.
If there ever was a person that had his community interest at heart, it would be Dan Marshall. When we first started this Land Clearance Redevelopment Authority, there was a lot of anxiety, as there normally would be anytime you start something new. What's the purpose of it? Is this going to be a land grab? Are they trying to get our property? Are they trying to get this? But as this has progressed, people have realized that the land's still there. Nobody's taking it to make money off of or any private use. It's for the betterment of our whole community. And those people that own the property, those people that take pride in their property, are the real winners in this situation. And you're beginning to see an attitude of where we're all working together. We're taking pride in our community, whether it be in athletics, whether it be in our neighborhoods, whether it be in our mowing program, that nobody's here to take advantage of nobody. We're here to work together and make Sikeston one of the best places in the world to live.
And though his greatest joy comes from his wife and 2 children, Dan Marshall finds a deep fulfillment in bettering his community for his neighbors and for future generations.
When I think about my involvement in the city, in the community, in the area, I don't really dwell on how important what I'm doing is to myself, but I look at the big picture. When I drive through different areas of town and I know what they were like, and I know there's some areas that I wouldn't want to go in after 10 o'clock in the morning, and now they're nice, they're cleaned up, they're safe, they're good places to be. It makes you feel real good. And I would recommend anybody to get involved in their community, whether it's a very small way or a large way, but the biggest step is to start.